That's how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Y'all see the title? Y'all see the thumbnail? Y'all know what we about to get into today, honey. We got some mommy content. All right, y'all. We got my Jazzy Life and Skye's World, or Skye's Life, or whatever the heck she call her channel. Now I think it's Skye's World. Child, we got them in the break room. And do like Miss Anisha said, y'all make sure you like the live coming on in. I would definitely greatly appreciate it. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you all. I hope everybody is feeling good and definitely feeling great. And child, we gonna get right on into it, honey. Oh boy. All right. So y'all see the title, and yeah, it's finally been confirmed. You guys, my Jazzy Life says that she's a sports mom. And the content that you guys have been asking for, patiently waiting for, thank you, Miss Shanika, patiently waiting for. Yeah, she said, this all y'all gonna get, okay? She said, back in the day, okay, y'all, okay, some of y'all may not go that far back, but the OGs of the break room, y'all go that far back, okay? Back in the day, when she was doing those multiple pregnancy tests from the Dollar Tree, they're $1.25 now. Back in the day, y'all, that was $1. They was $1. And then back in the day, wasn't that far, wasn't that far back. About 4 or 5 years ago, okay? Jazzy said, y'all not getting them videos anymore. She said, no, you're not getting those. The videos of her hating her mom life. Now, we quietly do see those videos from time to time. CR, oh boy, CR, no, what's the complaint that you have, ma'am? CR says, I don't want to watch the kids' sports. Oh, I'm sorry about that, CR. Well, Jasmine don't give a damn, okay? She don't care. She says she's a sports mom, and that's all you're going to get. She says she's in sports. Her children are in sports, and that's her life right now. She's a sports mom. She says she's a mom. She's a mama. Now, Marika, Jazz is 2 sandwiches short of a picnic. I'm glad we ain't getting them toilet videos. Girl, okay. I remember, Marika said, girl, some of y'all may not know break room. But back in the day, Jasmine used to have her, deep conversation with us while she was sitting on the toilet. Oh, yes, I remember them. Shanika said, well, here you go, sis. Shanika says, sis, I'm going to just break it down. She's boring. That's it. That's all. And I'm surprised she's making enough to pay her bills. Her views are very low. Shanika, I don't think that bothers her. Okay. I know a lot of you guys say that. Y'all say her content is boring, and Jasmine said she's sorry. She said she can't do no more than what her life is doing. And apparently it's nothing. That's it. She says, I'm in the house all the time. I don't have nobody to watch Little Legendary. The Davis 4 goes over to their dad's house 2 weeks out of the month. And when they're not here, me and Legend are sitting in the house eating up all the food and going to the YMCA. She said, I do go to my games because if you guys don't know, Jasmine's part of a basketball league. Although she says she's broke, she can definitely pay the fee to be on a basketball league. And then her kids are in sports. She said, that's it. That's all. Okay. Yes, Shonda, you definitely are. Hey, Pearl. Hey, Latoy. Hey, Nearly. Hey, Nisha. Sunrise, Nicole, JoJo. Everybody in the break room, welcome y'all. So Marika said, I guess it's a roar. You're so silly. Pure Area says, well, I thought she was an influencer. She can't make up things to influence people. Pure Area. I don't know what. Pure Area. Now, since you've been here a long time, now we have already debunked the influencer philosophy for Jack. We've already debunked that. We already know she is not. She is a girl that puts videos up on YouTube. We confirmed that a while ago. Now, Pure Area, since you knew this, you've been here a long time. Okay? Nicole said, Marika, don't start. Marika said, girl, I started 10 minutes before the break room even open. Okay, cool. So, okay. Hey, Sunrose. Okay, so y'all, we gonna get into it. Now, Jasmine had a video, and at the end of the video, she had her conversation. We're going to skip past her mommy content, and we're just going to get into the conversation. You said, Jasmine said, y'all gonna get these bare minimum, whether y'all like it or not. That's what she said. That's what she said. The Jasmine has realized over the years. Jasmine said, I don't have to do the finessing that I used to do. All the fancy thumbnails and elaborate titles. And y'all know Jasmine likes to edit. She seems to think that she gives us all these nice angles. Her hip hop music. Jasmine says, I don't really got to put all of that into it because I'm tired. I'm wore out. Essentially, I'm kind of bored with YouTube. However, because this is one of the things that I can do and I really don't have to leave my house and still can make a check every month. I mean, y'all just gonna get what y'all gonna get. I mean, that's what she said, y'all. I mean, she didn't say it in those words, but once we listen to what she's going to say, essentially that's what she meant. Okay. Jazzy said, y'all gonna watch me wash clothes. Y'all gonna see me go to the store and shop like I'm a teenager. Here's the problem with me with Jasmine. Jasmine's content is not adulting. Okay. We understand mom life. Okay. The majority of us, if not all of us, are mothers. Okay. Either we are mothers of children that are currently in our home, or we are mothers of adult children that are no longer in our home, but even when they weren't adults, they were children. So we all understand. And you know what? To be quite honest with you, the difference between Jasmine and let's just say Shonda, okay? The difference between Jasmine and Shonda is Shonda does not have a YouTube channel. So if Shonda says, y'all, my life is boring, I don't really do anything, I go to work, I come home, I cook, I clean, and I start it all over again the next day. Like my life is pretty much the same every week unless I have, I don't know, a vacation plan or an outing with the girls, a particular weekend. Shonda says, y'all, I don't go out every weekend. Y'all, I don't hang out with my friends every weekend because my friends are mommy and they're over there being moms too. And we just don't have the time like we used to back in the day when, okay. So and we would understand Shonda. We would say, girl, we get it. Yeah, we understand. However, Jasmine is a YouTuber, right? And essentially, most YouTubers, the whole objective of their channel, let's just say, for instance, vlogging, the whole objective is for you to shine outside of everybody else. Because if you really think about it, Jasmine is no different than every other mom on this channel. The difference for Jasmine is she has to realize she has to act like she is the only mom on YouTube. And that her content has to stand out so people will be more inclined to come watch her than to watch somebody else, or to watch her and still watch the other people that I'm watching. Jasmine is lazy, y'all. And so she does not want to do what she feels like she needs to do to, Jasmine feels like I have a dedicated audience. And if they've been watching me all this time, they're going to continue, they're going to continue to watch what I've been producing. But what Jasmine got to understand is, and she really doesn't have to understand it unless she wants to understand it, that she has to grow with the times, right? She has to grow with the times. And although maybe there's not a lot going on in her life, or maybe there is things going on in her life, but over the years of her being extremely transparent and letting business things that's going on in her life come to the internet that we probably didn't need to know. I think Jasmine's wore out from that. And, you know, let's be honest, she's taken a beating on this internet for years, right? So maybe she's just like, you know what, I don't want to do it like that. I just want to just do regular content. And that's great. But Jasmine has to always remember how she got her audience. Jasmine, you got your audience based off drama. That's how you got your audience, sis. And if you want to keep that audience and eventually gain more, I'm not saying her channel needs to be drama, but essentially that's how you got the people over here, sis. Okay, that's how you got them over here, and that's what they came for. People came when you was over there cussing out your mama, telling her to STF you, the fighting with the moms on the internet, your baby daddy issues. That's how you got your audience, sis. You know, it's just that simple. So let's go ahead and get into her video, okay? And you know what, Five, it's nothing wrong with boring, but anytime you have to come to the internet and explain your content, to me, it's like, sis, it's self-explanatory at this point. And the reason why Jasmine has to change it or explain it, let me say that. The reason why she has to explain it is because she doesn't want to keep doing what she's done in the past. You know, maybe she's grown. I don't know. Again, I'm not in Jasmine's head and I don't be with her every day, but maybe she's grown past the things that she's displayed on the internet continuously for the, you know, in the past to grow her channel. Maybe she doesn't want to do that anymore. Okay. She's been on here over 10 years. She should have some type of plan or business or something other than drama. She should know by now what her audience likes, because sports ain't it. Sports really isn't it. There's a lot of moms whose kids aren't in sports because they work and they don't, you know, they can't, or there are moms who do have children in sports, but because they work a lot, they have a support system where other people can, you know, attend the games and cheer the kids on and be their support system because, you know, mom or dad or whatever or both are working, right? We're not saying just because you're a working mom that your kids shouldn't be in sports or can't be in sports. But Jasmine got to understand that's cute that your kids are in sports, but sis, people are not really like, I'm going to be honest with you, unless, I don't know. I don't know, unless that's how her channel started and that's how she grew her audience based off being relatable to other sports moms, but that's not how she grew her channel. So I don't know if she feels like that's going to be sustainable for the next however many years she plans on being on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my point. All right, y'all, let's get into her video. And she titled it, Sorry, Not a Lazy Mom. Okay, girl. I mean, you say so. Not clean the bathroom with shaving cream.
On the floor.
I mean, so like this, the segment we just saw, where she put the camera inside the washing machine and showed us her pulling clothes out the washing machine. Let's go back. What's the point? If we saw you pulling out the clothes, with the camera angled towards the washing machine, sis, why did you think the camera needed to go inside the washing machine? No, really. Why did the camera have to go inside the washing machine to see what you were already doing when the camera was sitting on top of the washing machine? I'm just saying. Like at this point, sis, everybody knows how to pull clothes out of a washing machine. Like this right here is not real. When I saw this, I was like, oh, wow, poor thing. Wow.
On the floor somewhere, so I can throw it in this washing machine. Hey y'all, so we reached the end of the video. I did want to come on here and say, you guys, I know that some people may find my life really boring. Some people may find my life just nothing going on. But in reality, y'all, I am a mother to 5 kids first. It may be boring to you, but this is my everyday life. There are a lot of people out here that don't do content that literally their life is basically like how my life is.
Right, Jasmine, you're right. But the difference with that is because that person does not blog their life, it doesn't matter. They're not trying to get people to come watch their YouTube channel so they can make a lot of money so they can sustain being a stay-at-home mom because they don't have YouTube channels where they vlog their lives. So you can't compare that to your situation. You're, quote unquote, what you tried to tell us, a content creator, a YouTuber. That's what you are, Jasmine. So your content got to stand outside of, say, for instance, your neighbor across the street. Maybe your neighbor across the street lives a very boring, mundane life. And that's great for her, right? But for you, Jasmine, it's different because you vlog your life and your life essentially equals dollars, right? Your life is a TV show. And let's be honest, when the TV show becomes boring, it does what? It loses viewership. And then when the viewership has lost, then what does the network do? They don't bring it back for another season, Jasmine. Yet, sis, you got to think of your channel, your YouTube channel, as a TV program. And once you start losing viewership, then your ad revenue is not good, which equals your dollars. And then eventually, not saying YouTube is going to kick you off, although they did last year, but they brought you back. Apparently, that was a mistake. But what'll happen is they won't renew you for the next season, sis. They won't give you another 1, 2, 3 seasons because your channel is not producing the revenue that the network needs for it to produce. See, that's how Jasmine has to think of her channel. Like your life is like a TV show, sis. And when people are not interested in your TV show anymore because they feel it to be boring, they're not going to watch you. And then eventually what happens is you'll lose ratings, you'll lose sponsorships. Yeah, everything. But Jasmine does not care about that, y'all. Y'all have to understand, she doesn't care about that. Jasmine makes enough money to handle what y'all got to understand, Jasmine doesn't have credit cards. Jasmine doesn't have a car note. Jasmine doesn't take trips. She's not into expensive luxury items. She's not into none of that. So the money that she manages to make on her social media platforms is enough for her to sustain her lifestyle. And that's all she's worried about.
My life revolves currently around sports. I am an athlete. My children are athletes. And honestly, like, I don't care if anyone feels like my content is boring. In reality, this is me being real and authentic. I don't have to fake it. If we do something spectacular one day, we do something spectacular. But in reality, this is my life. Like, sometimes as a mom, you find yourself revolving around the kitchen, laundry, sports, academic stuff. That's just my life. The only extra thing, of course, is that I play sports. But there are a lot of moms out there that play sports just like me, but they don't record. I have a friend, she actually plays sports too. I have a couple of friends that play sports, of course, because we all play together. And they go to work. This just so happens to be my work right now. And y'all are just seeing what a realistic mom life is like. Also, make sure y'all are following my second channel because I'm going to post a lot of shorts over there. I'm going to keep posting shorts over here, but I'm going to continue to post my shorts over there and change up the content over there. So make sure y'all are following that channel. Like I said, my life is I'm not going to change my life to so that people can feel comfortable because they're like, oh, you're a content creator, your life should be this type of way. But in reality, I'm a single stay-at-home mom. Hence, I got lashes on one eye and none on the other eye.
Yeah, Latrice, you're right. She should be interested in if people find her content interesting, because hence that's how she makes her money. You know, you make your money off the viewership. If people don't find your content interesting, then sis, you don't make money. I don't understand why she does not understand that, especially as long as Jasmine has been on here. To me personally, thank you, Apple Pie. For me personally, in my opinion, that's just a tall tale sign of, sis, maybe you have ran your course of this internet thing. Maybe. If you don't find it enough to put a little spice in your videos to give your audience more, you know, to be more engagement, or, you know, I don't know. I don't even really know the word. More entertaining. Let me use that word. More entertaining for your audience, when essentially she says this is her job. It's just like any other job. When you're not performing, they'll write you up. And after so many write-ups, then they'll do what? They'll fire you.
My son took off his shorts. I'm a mom. Now, with that being said, I don't just lay around the house and just not do anything, don't take care of my kids. I literally move around my kids right now. And honestly, if you don't get it, it's cool. It's cool. It's understandable if you don't understand. Like, Jasmine's life is literally her kids right now. And, you know, sometimes my kids give me...
Wait a minute. You said Jasmine's life is literally her kids right now? But sis, isn't your oldest about to be, what, 13 this year? So wouldn't your life be consistent of your kids for at least the last 13 years? Okay.
That extra push, y'all. I love it. I love being a mom that has kids in sports. My life revolves around sports my whole life. And so that my kids are now in sports, all of them, I'm super excited. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you guys. Like, I'm always going to be real authentic with y'all. And look, we're going to grow authentically. We're not going to be fake. If we do something fun, we do something fun. If we go somewhere, we go somewhere. I vlog everything. So me vlogging everything means that I vlog my everyday life. So some days are going to just be what y'all see and what y'all get.
So if you guys notice, when Olivia came to her last week with the whole, yeah, you may have a college degree, but I got a YouTube plaque. And let's be honest, that's what you really want. That college degree ain't serving you no purpose because you're not using it. Y'all remember she was a little pressed behind Olivia's comment, because let's be honest, Jasmine would love to have a 100K plaque, right? You notice after Olivia said that last week, now all of a sudden she coming here with, you guys, I mean, this is just the content that I have for you, and I just want to grow authentic. I want to be authentic with my growth. Okay, but Jasmine, isn't that always been the plan? Because you told us your content is real and raw. So hasn't it always been the plan for authenticity? But Olivia called you out last week. I was going to say last week, about you not having the 100K YouTube plaque. Now all of a sudden you on here like, yeah, you guys, I know my content is boring, but this is all I got for you guys because, you know, my life is being a mom.
I'm not sitting here saying you have to watch, but I do appreciate everyone that do watch and support my channel, because this is how I currently provide for my kids. Now, when Legend goes to school, baby, I want YouTube to be a hobby again. You know, I love doing YouTube. It's fun here and there, because YouTube can be draining, y'all. But sometimes I do want to focus on myself. It's just hard right now. You know, things may change. Things are going to change. We're going to speak it into existence because we know it's going to change.
See, I told you guys, didn't I just say that? And I don't even think I remember this part of her video. Jasmine has basically, she's worn her welcome out. Like, she's kind of over it. Like, Jasmine has done so much and been through so much on social media. Her heart is not in it like it used to. I believe Jasmine 6 years ago, 5 years ago, when she said she just loves YouTube. And, you know, I believed her then because you could just tell, like, she did really love YouTube. But over time, I think YouTube has gotten kind of boring for her. Hence the reason why her content is boring, because she's bored with it, in a sense. So let me read a comment real quick. Well, you know what? I'll wait. I'll let her finish, then I'll read it.
As far as what I'm going to do in my life and focusing on my channel. But right now, this is my current life situation. My kids, sports, being a mother. Well, you can rock with me, or you can just wait to the next season, basically.
The next season, girl, right? You might not get the next season. Latrice, she has said that this is her job. So how is it a hobby? What she said was, when Legend goes back to school, she'll probably turn this back in. Because initially in the beginning, she called way back in the day when she was with Philip, when she first came on here, she said YouTube was a hobby for her. Then once she started watching other people making money, then she realized, oh, I can make money too. And then she took her hobby and turned it into a job. But she just stated that once she gets Legend in school, she wants to turn YouTube back into a hobby. And to be quite honest with you, that's not a bad idea. Jasmine, in my opinion, Jasmine needs something in addition to what she's already doing. I think Jasmine is bored with her own daggone life, if you really want to be honest.
But I appreciate everyone that's here watching me, supporting me. I love all of y'all. We're on the road to 70K. Help your girl reach 70K. We're going to do it. We're gonna knock it down step by step, the right way. I love you guys. And I will see y'all in.
See how she just said that? She said, we're going to reach 70K. We're going to do it. You know, we're going to knock it down step by step the right way, because we've all said that Olivia used her to get her from 91,000 to 100,000 with that drama that she caused last year, right? So I told you guys, when Olivia checked her about her not having a YouTube plaque, that really bothered Jasmine, because essentially everybody else around her or other people that she's watching either has the plaque or very close to getting the plaque. And Jasmine's not that far. She's almost at 70,000. So she's really not that far. But the likelihood, is she going to make 100K? I don't know. In the next year or two? I mean, y'all, it's up to her. And based off her current content, I'm going to just be honest with you guys. I don't think it would happen based off what she's currently showing the world. Again, if Jasmine would have started YouTube like this with her kids in sports, and this is her, and she was able to grow her channel that way, then yes, it would happen. But that's not how Jasmine started her channel. Jasmine started her channel with Philip going to jail. She got to pawn her laptop to get him out of jail. She can't pay the rent. She got to go get a payday loan. You know, it was just a lot of drama always with her. Then Philip gets locked up, and then once Philip went to jail, then she got other drama going on. Essentially, that's how she grew her channel, with all the drama. And I mean, it was a good idea because drama sells. People love drama. But now she don't have as much drama going on as she used to have. And so now she's just sitting up here like, well, you guys, this is just my content. I'm in sports. My kids play sports, and I sit around the house and play with my one son all day long. And yeah, that's it. And no, sis, that's not it. If you want growth like your homegirl Chrissy and your ex-homegirl Olivia, if you want growth like that, or if you want to get that 100K plaque, let me say that. This right here, you're not going to get it this way.
Love y'all.
All right. Let me read you guys' comments. Maya said, let me see what Maya said. Maya said, but it took her so long to get this far. I think she gets about 10K subs a year. So at this rate, it'll be another 3 years. Yeah, that's what we've been trying to tell her. Like, we just been trying. Me personally, if 100K is what she wants, I'm all here for that. I react to Jazz's channel, and it started with the drama that she had on her channel. That's how the reaction started. But over time, the drama. My thing is this: Jazz's channel is not adult-like. it's almost like she lives like a teenager. Her channel, or she's living in her college days. So let me read this comment to you guys. I forgot to put it in my photos so I could upload it. So just let me, and if you guys want to see it for yourself, you can go to this video, which is called Sorry Not Sorry, Not a Lazy Mom, Real Life as a Mom of 5 Looks Like. And that's where this comment is at. It says, I'll be blunt. You don't do anything adultish. It's crazy that you're stuck in mom mode 24/7. You should be given at least once a month a day for yourself. When the Davis kids are gone, you need to pull up and drop Legend off. Don't even stop the car. Slow down and have him jump. Not slow down the car and have him jump out with his Elmo. Chris not working 24/7, and if he is, then he can hire a sitter. You didn't make that boy alone. Stop raising him alone. Your channel won't elevate until you add something different. And I felt like that was the truth and nothing but the truth. Nearly said amen to that comment. And it's true. Until Jasmine starts adding something new to her channel, it's not going to go anywhere. And that's not me hating on her. That's just, like Sunrose says, very good advice. Now, Jasmine did comment on this post on her channel, and she basically, approved the message. But Jasmine approves messages but never listens. Like I've told you guys many times, she won't listen. She just won't listen. Her channel won't elevate until she starts living like a 30-plus-year-old. Exactly. Jasmine, most of the women that's probably on Jasmine's basketball league, even if they're in their 30s or 40s or whatever, those people do that because that's their outlet, because they work full-time jobs, and that's their extracurricular activity. That's essentially just a hobby for them. Jasmine is back trying to live her hoop dreams. She's hoping somebody will scout her from the WNBA. I guarantee you that's how she's thinking. When Jasmine needs to, like the person said, sis, you got to grow up. Stop living like you're in your 20s at the college dorm. Jasmine, you're 30-plus years old with 5 kids. Your channel should be more about adulting. Mom life does not need to be 24/7. Even mothers who are single moms raising their kids alone, some of them, not all of them, but there are a lot of mothers that do have an outlet, something that they can do outside of being a mother. Jasmine think that's all we want to watch. No, sis, that's not all we want to watch. We have said for years, take your kids on a vacation or take yourself on one. She refuses to do it. Facts like, when is she going to have time for herself? Go out and have a drink, mingle, make some friends, do something right. And when you're out doing that, plug it, sis, and bring it to your YouTube channel. People would love to see that. New people and your current subscribers would love to see that. Okay? All right, y'all. Let's move on. Let's move on from Jasmine. Like I said, we could talk till we blue in the face, but sis over there will never listen. So, y'all, there's an important date coming up for Jasmine this week. She has court this week. I think it's April the 9th. Jasmine is going to court for her case with her arch nemesis, Live's Life. Okay. So Jasmine does have that interesting tidbit going on. She told us in a vlog about a week or so ago that her and Legend are probably going to have to camp out in the parking lot. Okay. And I'm like, girl, it's only a 3-hour trip from Austin. Y'all better not camp out in no parking lot. Jasmine, spring for a hotel, sis, and just stay the night so you can get up first thing in the morning, get on down there to the courthouse. Now, we all were told that a lot of us were questioning, well, can you bring kids to the courthouse? Well, my thing is this, if Chris can help bond you out of jail, and if Chris, quote unquote, kept Legend till you got out of the clink, how come Chris can't take time off? Because just like you knew your court date was April the 9th about 2 weeks ago, to me, that's more than enough time to let Chris know ahead of time that you need a babysitter. And can you watch this boy while I go, fight for my life down in the Tarrant County courthouse, okay, on April the damn 9th. All right. Now we got the next, I'm just going to say weirdo, Skye's life. Lord. This girl did a 40-minute video talking about haters are going to hate even when you try to do better. So Skye is basically saying now, you guys keep bringing up my old apartment, my old townhouse, that it was littered in roaches. And she said, this house is not going to be like that. This house is not like this. And, you know, we like, yeah, well, sis, based off the way you had that backyard looking, and based off the way you was riding around in that minivan before you got the Suburban about a month or so ago, based off how you was riding around in that nasty car and how you got stuff from the U-Haul still sitting in your backyard, and you've been in that house about 3-4 months now, sis, it's definitely giving roaches loading, okay? It's giving that, all right? But if you don't want roaches, we don't want them for you either. So let's listen to what Skye had to say.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back.
Hey,
so
Tasha.
In this video, y'all, as always, I gotta address drama, because ain't nobody, people ain't got nothing better to do. Nothing better to do. Excuse me, y'all. I need to be getting ready for bed, but I had to address this. Since they want to come for me, I'm gonna make me a coin off of it. Okay. So first of all, yeah, because their favorite reactors already saying, I'm making all this up about somebody harassing me. I'm making it up, and I ran out of content, so I'm making videos and lives about this because I'm making it up and all this. I'm on one of my phones right there, but here's my other phone right here. Okay, honey, not running out of content. That's, like I said, I'm on my other phone. It's got even more on it. Not running out of content. Your people are harassing me. You're harassing me. Y'all are straight stalkers, don't have a life. But anyway, let's get to it. So the little message that I just got in my TikTok, as always. So now what they do is they want to sit here and say that I'm making it up. So they make accounts using my name, Skye. And it's really stupid. Anyway, but of course it's the same person because they don't write any periods, commas, anything into their full paragraph. So in this message, okay, they have a screen recording of me fussing at my daughter Maddie in my old apartment, in my roach-infested apartment. My roach-infested townhouse is what it says.
Yes, your roach-infested townhouse. Yes. What? I mean, didn't she do countless videos showing us how she was living? Now are you trying to say, are you mocking the fact that your roach-infested townhouse? It was roach-infested. Right, Anisha? Did they lie? Yeah, nobody lied. Girl, what are you? Wait, hold on, sis. You act like that wasn't real life what you were going through. She did videos trying to make us feel sorry for the fact that her house was littered in roaches. And we refused to feel sorry for her because we seen how she was living. We seen it. Even this new house is a wreck already. And they ain't been there 6 months.
Telling her if she doesn't get out of my fucking face, I'm gonna cut the camera, or before I cut the camera or something. Boo. Tell my son, you said you don't what is it say? I deleted it. Tell my you don't cuss out your kids or beat your kids. Boo, I don't beat my kids, first of all. And I can cuss if I want to. I'm a whole grown woman. Okay, or whatever I want to say. So let me go ahead and address that, because I don't care about your screen recordings. Run your screen recordings. I don't care. I can care less. But one thing about it, my kids tell you, I don't beat or abuse my kids. I don't beat or abuse my kids, honey.
Girl, first and foremost, how we know you ain't over there whooping upside their head? Of course, you're not going to come to the internet and say Yeah, I whoop my kids. Yeah, I bust them upside the head. Of course, you're not going to come to the internet and say that. But that video where she was cussing out Maddie, I remember that video. And she was cussing that little girl out real bad. Okay? So, it's like, Skye, you're a dweeb. We've already figured that out, ma'am. It's like her trying to come on here acting like she's the mommy of the year when you had your children living like sharecroppers. You know, it's like, girl, hush. My thing with these ladies is y'all bring this stuff to the internet. Your neighbor, it's not like Mahogany Jackson over there with her crazy neighbor. It's not like your neighbor exposed you on the internet for having a nasty house and hearing you cuss out your daughter. Those were your videos. People took your own video and screen recorded where they heard you cussing out your daughter, Maddie. It was something about a laptop or something. Those were your videos. So now you get mad because people are bringing that to light. Again, you put it on the internet. Didn't nobody expose you. You exposed yourself.
There are times that I get frustrated and I may yell, oh, well, and who cares? So they're mine. They're not yours. Because you can't have kids. You're a whole man trying to be a woman. That's why you stalk me so much. That's why you're so obsessed with my life, because you want to be me. You want to be me. This is why the reactors are so bent on worrying about my life. You're so worried about my life because obviously I can't have more kids. I don't know what it is. Do you have kids?
Wait, what? She think reaction channels are obsessed with her because we can't have children? Sis, baby, when I tell you the delusion and insanity of some of these people want your life? Girl, what is it that, no, really, Skye, no, really, sis, what in the world do you got going on over there that somebody is somewhere bending down on their knees praying that they can emulate your same identical life? What is she doing over here? She must still got some of that tax money. What is it? Girl, you came to the internet and told us that you was living in this car with this man you call a husband. Who wants that? Who wants to be with a man that don't think enough of them to at least lay up with them in a hotel? Y'all did hotels for about a week or two and then went from that to the forest. Who is jealous of that? Girl, why use the word jealous? Baby, people are appalled. And sis, Skye, let's be honest, sis, you're a gossip piece. It's gossip, sis. There's nothing, no jealousy, no hatred, no hate. I mean, maybe people do hate you. I don't know. But there's nobody hating on you. I know who she's referring to, Latrice. I get that, but she always says the reactors. And it's just like, ma'am, are you okay? And whoever the hell is emailing her, why won't she just block the email?
Wanted more kids. I got all the kids. You don't. Like, well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Then y'all want to keep coming for my son. First, you want to sit here and say my son is lazy. Then you want to sit here and say my son is gay. First of all, my son's not gay, but even if my son was gay, what business is that to you?
Wait, what?
Take a second.
Wait, who said your son was gay? Baby, this is too much.
What is that? How is that any of your business if my son was gay? Because my son asked for some lip gloss, he's gay. Because he asked for a lip gloss.
Why is your son asking for lip gloss? He doesn't know the difference between lip gloss and chapstick? I'm just asking a question, y'all, because I guess she's referring to a video, and I didn't see that one. I mean, it is waffle toast, but I'm just saying, why is your son asking for lip gloss? Why wouldn't he ask for chapstick? None of my sons would come to me and say, "Mom, you got some lip gloss?" Especially at his age, he knows the difference between lip gloss and chapstick. You said 11-year-old boy asking for lip gloss and then you dye his hair ginger orange. Oh, ish. Yeah, why is he asking for lip gloss? And let's be honest, y'all, it's not like he's in a house full of women. He has brothers and sisters. So it's not like he's in a house full of women. He has brothers too. So why would he ask for lip? No, I'm asking lip gloss. Why he didn't ask for chapstick?
Guys, all my sons ask for lip gloss because first of all, that's all I pretty much buy. And then my daughters, they make lip gloss. We don't make chapstick. Every once in a blue moon, I might buy a chapstick. Every once in a blue moon.
Why would lip gloss be the only thing you buy when you clearly have sons who do not need their lips looking as shiny as Jasmine's face did when she had on that Vaseline the other day? Why would you buy only lip gloss when you clearly have boys and girls? You're not raising 6 girls. You're raising boys and girls. So why wouldn't you buy chapstick for the boys and lip gloss for the girls? Just a question.
Okay.
Exactly, Nisha. If they're always asking, right, why not buy them? Right.
Yeah. But yet, y'all want to sit here and say my son is gay, but when actually I am the one who used to date females. And I'm not ashamed about it. I'm not ashamed of it. I am married to my husband. I am happy now. But, oh, we're going to come for her. So
wait, what does you... Wait, whoa, hold on. Whoa. What does you that used to date women got to do with your son want lip gloss? Right, Tina Cole, welcome, says welcome. I'm just, girl, what? So yeah, let's talk about that, Skye. What happened? Because wasn't that the boo of your life, that woman you was over there, y'all was in that menage a trois, what they say they was in a poly relationship or something. And so you said now you with your husband. Girl, you can't even say husband clearly. When you say, you damn near cringe like we cringe when we hear you say it. Girl, hush.
We're going to come for a child. Oh, and this ain't even just the person who's harassing me. This is the reactors too. They're so-called talking about my son too. But let somebody get on here and talk about y'all kids. Let somebody get on here. See, I don't watch y'all channels, whether y'all show y'all kids or whatever y'all do, because I know one of y'all got a whole different channel that's your life, or got your kids in it, your daughter or whatever it is in your video. I don't watch your channels. So, and even if I did, I'm not going to waste my time, my breath, or anything talking about a child of God, because all kids are children of God. God put kids here. God put children here. Children are innocent, but you want to go.
But so was the children innocent when allegedly your children was over there mistreating your little stepson? Isn't he a child of God? Did you chastise your children for that? Now, was that a lie that you and your husband over there came up with just for views for the channel? Skye, she quick to say what she don't watch, but she know what's going on. How you not watching? How you don't watch, but yet you know everything that's going on, sis? Of course you're watching. Girl, you nosy just like the rest of us. My thing is, Skye, what is your obsession with reaction channels? as much as she talks about it, tries to get rid of it, they're still here. My thing is, sis, go on to do your thing and because it's obvious. Anytime you're brazen enough to show that your house is infested with roaches, and the reason why it is because the way you live, anytime you're brazen enough to put that on the internet, and that's true, Lisa, anytime you're brazen enough to put that on the internet, girl, at this point, you shouldn't care what nobody say about you. Anytime you come to the internet, unless you're doing a documentary, or unless you're doing a how-to, like how to get rid of roaches out your house, anytime you just plop it up there because you calling it content, because some chick in Florida told you to do that to get the views, anytime you do that, girl, what do you care about somebody saying anything about what you got going on your YouTube channel? I mean, clearly you don't care, because if you cared, you wouldn't be showing the world what you got going on over there.
Go and talk about children. Let's talk about children. We know how to get to her. Let's talk about her kids. Let's talk about her kids. Come on now. Come on now.
Rice, Teresa, Southern gal.
Then in the little full paragraph that ain't got no periods, commas, question marks, nothing, they said you didn't want to take your daughter to do what she wanted to do for her birthday, but you want to go and get hibachi and nails. When it clearly states dinner for tonight, that means everybody in my house had hibachi, not just me. And I purchased me some nails because I purchased my daughter some nails because she's going to prom. Is that okay with you? Is that all right? Because we were actually going to go get her nails done, but we saw those nails and she liked it, the nails. She liked it, a set of nails they had there. And I said, well, shoot, since you're going to go ahead and get yours here, girl, I'm going to get mine here too. Matter of fact, I got a whole tub full of nails. Hold on.
Why does Skye act like she's some rich YouTuber? No, really, y'all. Why does she act like that? Why does she act like she's some college educated with a master's degree?
Honey.
Girl, we don't care nothing about you.
Come on now.
Does she think that's a flex? Because she got a storage container full of nails? When you walked around for about 7 months with them ratty braids in your hair, you care about your nails, but you don't care about your head. What? Skye, we know that you waste your money. We know that you throw your money away. We know that you buy stuff that you clearly don't need. Because if you need it, let me say this. If you were an avid nail wearer, every time you would do videos, we would see nails on your fingers. Why do you have a tub full of nails when clearly we know that you're not one of the nail girls? Because the nail girls, the girls with the nails that love their press-ons and things of that nature, would not be riding around in a nasty ass minivan. The girls with the nails that, love their nails and like to look cute and stuff would not have walked around for 6 months to spike the internet because they was asking, girl, are you going to take those braids out your hair? The girls with the nails wouldn't have done that, honey. So, girl, you got a tub full of nails because you buy shit that you don't need. You just buy shit because you like it, and then you throw it in a corner somewhere, and it just collects. That's why you have a tub full of nails.
Come on now. We honestly didn't even have to go purchase those. I could have literally painted nails. I could have literally.
My point exactly. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say you throw your money away. Why did you go buy the nails and you have a tote full of them? She just proved my point. Girl, you got a tote full of nails because you buy a bunch of unnecessary BS. That's why you got a tote full of nails. But when it was time to pay that money down into the courthouse, you couldn't do that. But you could go buy nails that you don't even use nor wear.
Done nails, you know, didn't have to go purchase new nails, but we did. Okay, we had a taste for hibachi because I cook every night, unlike you. You don't cook every night, obviously, you know. So your mama cooks for you, your daddy cooks for you, or whoever you're living with, because you don't pay your
It's
own.
the same woman bragging because she took her kids to hibachi. But just last year in August, she was serving her children sandwiches in a hotel room. And because they didn't have any plates, she used the towels from the hotel room to lay their food on. I'm going to say that again. She bragging today about taking her kids to go get hibachi. But just a few months ago, they were staying in a hotel. It was 8 people. Nine people staying in a one-room hotel, cooking on a skillet, okay? One skillet, and serving her kids sandwiches and fries on the towels that belong to the hotel. All right, then.
Bills, or for the reactors who live with their husbands and their husband pay their bills, you know. But you want to pretend like you don't ever eat takeout. Let's pretend like you don't ever eat takeout ever in your life. Never.
She definitely needs a payee.
And I didn't take my daughter where she wanted to go for her birthday. Where was that? Where was it? When was it that I didn't take my daughter where she wanted to go? Because my kids are spoiled. My kids are past spoiled. I do, if I don't have the money, I do whatever I can to get the money to make sure my kids have what they want for their birthdays.
Her kids are spoiled. She said her kids are spoiled. Really? Sis, what does spoiled mean to you? You act like y'all living in the lap of luxury. You act like your kids got, each child in the house got their own personal PS5. Sis, you were buying clothes for them at Family Dollar. Yeah, I don't constitute that as being spoiled. Family Dollar, ma'am. Now, don't get me wrong. Family Dollar do got some cute little stuff. But anyway, not your kids are spoiled. Because you do for your children, you call that being spoiled. Why not just say my kids are taken care of? Or say I take care of my kids the best way I can. Sis, cut it out with the spoiled, okay? You was just on here last year, not that long ago, what, July, August, September, October, asking the internet for money to go wash those spoiled kids' clothes at the laundromat. So if those kids were spoiled, so how are they spoiled? Because if you need the internet to give you laundromat money, so do you mean the internet spoiled your kids?
No, I'm not going to take them out to high price places till I get rich. We're not going. I mean, every once in a blue moon, some years, I've taken them to bounce houses and stuff like that for their birthday. But y'all know that stuff get higher and higher every year. Higher.
It doesn't matter if your children are spoiled. Sky's the limits, right? No pun intended. If your children are spoiled, it doesn't matter how expensive it is to go to the bounce house. They're spoiled, right? So spoiled kids get what they want. It doesn't even matter the cost. Cost shouldn't be a factor when you stating the mother of these spoiled children. They're spoiled when you got some tax money. When the tax money gone, she'll be back on the internet talking about she need $33 to pay her water bill.
Man, but I didn't take my daughter where she wanted to go. I didn't take her where she wanted to go for her birthday. But what you're not realizing is I'm with my kids every single year for every single birthday. Have never missed a birthday. But they daddies miss every year. Every year.
Right, Skye. So that's why this speech shouldn't be for the internet. The speech need to go to them pappies of them cheering over there. It's you trying to chastise the internet like the internet owes your children anything. You need to chastise the daddies of these children. Now, they said in the comments, your daughter got a prom dress. It was donated to her. You didn't buy it. You know, that spoiled child you got over there. And they said that you got the girl a synthetic lace front wig. Now, if she's spoiled, why wouldn't she have a human hair lace wig? You know, especially if she's going to prom. Huh. You know what? I hope her daughter has plans for college. And I hope her daughter goes to college and aspires to be more than a YouTuber like her mammy. Hopefully her daughter goes and does really big things with her life.
I make sure we do something for their birthday every year. Oh, and I'm such a bad mom. That's what it said in the beginning. I should have not even deleted it because I wasn't going to make a video because like they said, I'm running out of content. That's why I make the videos. No, I'm not. I'm not running out of content. I have more content. Still ain't emptied out this phone that I need to return. Okay. But yet, and then the dummy admits, they have admitted to me who they are. They tell me that they are the ones that's harassing me in every single email. They are the ones that's harassing me on every single TikTok page that they're making. They are the ones that are cash apping me $1 and harassing me in my Cash App. You know? But the reactors want to keep coming for me. Y'all had a problem when I was homeless, when I had nowhere to go but to my mama's house, when I was sleeping in my van in the back of my mama's house. Now y'all got a problem because I got a place. Now y'all got a problem with my son who has said nothing to you guys.
Oh, Lord, baby. When I tell you the immaturity of a lot of these people on the internet it's absurd. Latrice said, if mommy doesn't have money for a prom, where the F is she getting money for college, even at a community college? And I'm not being comical. It's an honest concern. Well, hopefully her daughter has did her FAFSA and she can get a Pell Grant, any state money. And if she knows how to apply for scholarships, she can do that as well, too. And maybe it won't pay for her to go to a college, you know, and live on campus, but it definitely help her go to a community college. I think the Pell Grant money, if she has to get a student loan, will definitely help her and she'll be able to afford to go to college. But here's the gag. And you guys let me know if I'm wrong for my thought process. If she didn't buy her daughter a prom dress and it was donated, we all know the Skye just got some tax money, right? Why didn't we take the daughter shopping for a prom dress when she had tax money? You go buy you a Suburban. You're all at Walmart buying $7 nightgowns. Why not take that money, that tax money, because she got it like in February, So why not, or March, whenever that was, prom dresses were out there because most people's proms start in April and May. So in February, March, the prom dresses were already out. Why not just take her to the mall or wherever you're going to get the prom dresses and buy it with the money? Like, why would somebody have to donate your daughter a prom dress when you, the mother, clearly had money a month ago? I mean, to me, that's what the tax money should be for. When you're not able to, the tax money is for you to go and do the things that you're not able to do for the rest throughout the year, right? And prom dresses, like, are they really, I mean, I don't know. What are they now? About 150, 200, 250? Depends on how elaborate you want the dress to be. And buying her a synthetic wig, again, Skye had tax money. Why wouldn't she just buy her a human hair wig? I mean, you can go on Amazon and get a cute little human hair wig. And not just Amazon, but there are hundreds and hundreds of online hair stores online that have really good sales, especially at tax time. Y'all know all those online beauty supply stores had hella good sales on hair and stuff like that because they know people got tax money.
I have a problem with it.
Exactly. She could have done that.
Y'all not realizing that your husbands, your sons, your uncles, all of them is in the closet. Honey, you want to say talking about my son? My son is not gay. My son has a whole girlfriend. I've met her. I've interacted with her. Oh.
Your son is 11 years old and he has a girlfriend? Ha! Okay.
You want to talk about somebody being gay, baby? Talk about me. Yes, I used to like females. Yes. Yes. Yep. And if I wasn't married, I'd still be with them. Yep. Sure would.
You said if you weren't married, you would still be with the old girlfriend? Well, sis, apparently you just got married either June or July. It was last year in 2024. So if you weren't married, you would be with her. Then how did you get married? Because if she's a thought now, she wasn't a thought last year. Girl, let us find out you creeping with the other woman on husband. Because Skye is definitely given. She'll sleep with anything that'll sleep with her. And I guarantee you, if that woman didn't text her and say, hey, meet me at the hotel. Skye said, hey, I just got my tax money. I'm going to pay for the hotel. Oh, trust and believe. She looked like the type that'll slip and dip. Okay? Not if you wasn't married, you would still be with her. Well, if that's the case, well, then why didn't you be with her instead of marrying him? My goodness.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I agree too, Marita.
Your point. I'm not ashamed of that. And if my son was gay, I would not be ashamed. Come on. We're in the new, we're in the, what is it? In this day and time, being gay is not a hiding thing. It's not a be ashamed of thing. I would never, if any of my kids wanted to be gay, I would never be ashamed of them being gay. Why? Because that's going to make them feel like they can't come to me for anything. That's going to make them feel like they're not loved. That's going to make them feel like they just can't be themselves.
Skye, let me say something to you, ma'am. If one of your children decided they wanted to like the same sex, they wanted to be gay, the one thing they wouldn't feel is ashamed to come talk to you about it. When they sat there, lived with you, their mother, living and sleeping with another woman. Skye, get yourself together, sis, and stop doing these ridiculous ass videos talking to whomever. You don't even know who you talk to. You're talking to a bunch of words that are typed on a computer screen. Skye, get out the comments, stay out of your emails, and go live your life, girl. Go buy that baby a prom dress with your own damn money. Matter of fact, call up her daddy and say, hey, your daughter going to prom. How much you got on the dress? Skye will talk to you much, much later. Bye. Woo, baby. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how y'all do it. Skye is a hard watch for me. She's starting to get just as hard as Olivia over there. I used to think Skye was a little funny, but it's getting rough. You know, her arrogance is unmatched. Okay. So apparently she's mad because somebody that sent her email saying that her son is gay. I don't even understand why she felt like she needed to address that. Even if your son, I could see if somebody was publicly saying it, they did a whole video about it. It's somebody who sent you an email. Even if somebody left it in the comments, it's not like somebody did a whole video about it. So why did you need to address that? You know what I'm saying? Like, again, Skye, your channel is a public channel. Anybody can see your channel. Your son's teacher, your son's classmates. Anybody can see his channel. So why put his business, and I'm not saying he's gay, I'm just saying, why even put that conversation out into the ether? She should have just left it in the email. Right, she's slow. Very clearly. It's her saying, I could be with that woman right now if I wasn't married. Girl, it sounds like you've been with that woman, even while you've been married. Okay, y'all, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Skye, this was a lot, sis. And child, we only watched 13 minutes. It was, the whole video was 40 minutes. So there's another 27 minutes. I'm gonna take a look at it and see if there's something we need to talk about, but I'm feeling it ain't. Okay. What we do need to do is we need to come back to part 2 of the man that was in the shelter on Kendra G's show looking for a mom for his 9-month-old daughter. We need to come back because he came back to the show, so we need to cover that. Okay? Y'all be good. Y'all be great. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one, honey. Remember, so what you love. Bye.